So, this was a viewer submission, but I tried to clean up some of the details in. This is green-white legends. So what are our legend payoffs here? We've got Mox Amber as a way to make additional mana. And we've got Urza's Ruinous Blast as a way to exile a lot of permanents. Now, in addition to Mox Amber and Llanowar Elves, we've got these other 1-mana legends, which allow us to cast 3-mana spells on the second turn. So, for example, you can go like Isamaru plus Mox Amber into a Gideon, a Rhonas, or a Rishkar on turn 2. And then we've got this provides more ramp as well to get up into things like Nissa. And then we've got some Elishnorn at the very tippity top end of our curve. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see if our proactive beatdown plan here can be worthwhile. Any consideration for Captain Sisse? Unfortunately, I had already reached my quota of unplayable cards in this deck by the time I hit the 4-mana cost. There's a certain threshold you can't go above. We're on the draw, chat. Well, I guess these don't make white mana though, huh? Unless I draw a white legend. Let's draw Isamaru. Was anybody else playing Magic when Isamaru was released and people couldn't fathom the power creep that card had? Any Magic boomers in chat checking in? What was your opinion on the Isamaru power creep situation? You can't just make a 2/2 creature for 1. Speaking of power creep, here's a good theory question. Is Magic ready for a 1-mana 3/1? Do we think it is? Do we think Magic's ready for a 1-mana 3/1? Just vanilla. Vanilla. No other text. Probably unplayable. That's true too. It might not be playable. Probably wouldn't be good. Yeah, it's a good question, right? Like that's something we haven't seen printed before. Is it even playable is a good question.
You face me. You will. Now it's my turn.
The 19-month mask. I wasn't sure if I was gonna resub, but Dragon's approach sealed the deal. Welcome back. Good to have you. See, chat. Who needs lands? Ain't nobody needs lands in their deck. Alright, Ruinous Blast seems absurd against their small creature deck. Stone probably fine. Hey, Raccoons MTG, thanks for the hit fear. The 3/1 would definitely be playable in draft. Yep. Are we just trimming some of our top ends here? Rhonas might be a little mediocre. I feel like we might have a hard time keeping things in play that enable this. Maybe like trim a Nissa. I think I want to keep the Elishnorns because she dunks on their board as well. Let's do this. Could we cast Elishnorn with 1 land if we drew it that game? We were close, right? Because we had 2 elves, Rishkar. I think we had 6 mana. I believe we have 6 mana. Arno Fudge. There's There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Carnophage. Nah, I'm just not really interested in playing Standard. It's not even so much like the current experience of a bunch of Jeskai on the ladder is like the average experience in Standard where like there's just a bunch of Sultai and stuff. Also, and this is something that's not unique to this particular Standard, but just kind of is a thing with Magic Standard formats in general. The going back to Standard and how bad mana bases are in Standard always feels meh. It's really sad how consistency is arbitrarily bottlenecked in Standard by mana bases being bad. Yeah, I'm not saying that your decks can't beat like things like Sultai. I'm just saying that like the play patterns get dry. It's like playing against Jeskai, right? Like Jeskai's not unbeatable, it's just kind of tedious. Yeah, I agree. That was part of what made RNA Standard and GRN Standard good. Shocks and check lands. Yeah, I think Evergreen lands would go a long way. I think there should probably be a set of dual lands in Standard that are Evergreen in addition to that are Evergreen in addition to whatever lands they print in different sets. And honestly, if I had to pick a set of lands to be Standard Evergreen, I think I'd pick the Pathways. I think they're pretty great. Now, I think I'd like Pathways. Henry Boss, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. What does Evergreen mean? Always legal. How would WotC make money if lands were Evergreen? Well, I'm saying you would have them in addition to whatever lands are in your Standard format right now. So you're right that they do make money off of lands being rare. But like, you know, even if you had lands that were always legal, you'd still need other cards as well, other lands as well to have your consistency. I think I'm saying no blocks here, because drawing like a Nissa.
Next time, I'll be ready.
Kinda punished for not saving the Gideon, huh? Although I guess if I saved it, I wouldn't have been able to cast it. Feeling kind of dead here. So let's ground us out a little bit. The clue's gonna get us here too. Prepare for battle. I am prepared. You'd put it on the table face down and wherever your exile zone is. It would be really awkward to track in paper, I imagine. You have to keep it separate from the rest of your hand because it's being cast for a different cost. It's technically in a different zone. Next game on the play, there's a foretell token like adventure, sure. I've also never played with adventures in paper. I assume those are also kind of tedious and awkward. Well, so it's not the same as a morph card because a morph card being on the battlefield makes it kind of a clear indicator of what's going on with it. Yeah, and the adventure zone is face up. So I don't think there's a good comparison between foretell and morph or adventure because morph is part of the battlefield and adventures are in exile face up. Another Doomblade here, we could be in trouble. And they just play more stuff to the board, and we spike an untapped land. Ruinous Blast can clean up. Because Rishkar taps for mana currently. Come on, land. Come on, land. Alright, we did. Mox would have also done it there. Our deck looked light on lands, but if you count Mox in his land like they're often going to be, we're playing 25 plus elves and stuff. And things like Rishkar. Been so much Jeskai, I'm gonna bottom that in the dark. Their creature deck, I'm gonna be real sad though. Man.
I walk a righteous, I believe. You fight dirty.
Heart of Kiran will be pretty good here still too, though.
I've got you. Your light will
Give this
bleed.
lifelink since they can't block anyways. Crunch, crunch. This cruise off of Planeswalker loyalty, so Gideon can crew it to protect himself here. Main deck Regisaur. It's pretty scary.
That's enough.
Oh man, we are really bad at hitting our 5th mana source in our 30 mana source deck.
I will lend you my strength.
We're just getting started with this deck. Match 2, game 1. So far, our base has not been kind to us. Main deck Rotting Boy is pretty scary.
That was nothing.
So I can do this, and then we can hit with both of these next turn. I think is the plan. Hey, I'll Doge. Thanks for the quarter of year. Welcome back.
Vulnerability has its perks. Share in my light. I've fought worse.
And then maybe if they get aggressive here, Nissa can punk them out with the haste creature. Main deck Cage is pretty surprising. I feel like that's kind of a punt and a post relic of Progenitus World. They spent so much time and energy on Gideon. We might be able to steal this with Nissa. Because we've had time to race them, basically. Because if we draw an untapped land for Nissa next turn, Nissa can make a 3/3 with haste and crew the Heart of Kiran. Might as well take our block here. Lets us kill their thing. Okay, come on. One time, dealer, hit a land. What are our odds? What are our odds to hit a land? We are 34% to find a land here, chat. 1 in 3. Nailed it. Sometimes lucky.
Strange and magnificent world. Rise, my elemental friend.
Grafdigger's Cage doesn't stop Velocimist from getting into play. Does Velocimist cast the spell directly out of deck? Wow, I'm surprised we stole that. Nissa was sweet. Impressed with her there for sure. Heart of Kiran getting to flex a little bit. Gideon also looking reasonable. It is cast. Okay, so I knew he cast it, but it casts it from the library. Sometimes those things are templated in a way that they like exile the cards and then you cast it from exile. Because like Indomitable Creativity, for example, actually put something into play through Grafdigger's Cage. Does Reidane to make their lands come into play tap too cute? Yeah, definitely. Their deck like curves out at 3 to 4. So at that point, you're not really doing anything useful. If Velomach is exiled first, you wouldn't be able to cast split cards off of it. Ooh, that's neat. Yeah, so the dragon still comes to play, just doesn't cast spells. The Deep Crimson, thanks for the follow. Good morning. Almost afternoon on the right coast. Yeah. Hand isn't exciting, but certainly a keep. We'll be able to cast spells when we draw them at the very least. This comes back, but it takes him a while to get it back. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't got thoughts to seize. A true skill game, chat. A battle of wits, if you would. We have no thoughts to seize, chat, and my opponent is now clueless. Uncompelling game 2. Let's take game 3 on the play, huh? That is how the cookie crumbles sometimes, Cahoots. What WTF is an NFT? Isn't that what we all wonder, Precipic? We all wonder aloud what is an NFT and why do they exist? Morning, Furfly. It's non-fungible. But the fungible part's the best part. And an NFT, for people that don't follow the pyramid scam that is Bitcoin, is basically a way to say you digitally own a piece of digital artwork. It's nonsense is what it is. It's not a pyramid scam, it's a triangle. It's not a pyramid, it's a cone. The little part's at the bottom. Pie is your fave. I like pie too. But to be clear, own doesn't imply any actual ownership beyond the digital token that points to the URL where the artwork is held. What if... Wait, I have a philosophical question, chat. Is taking a screenshot of an NFT stealing? Is that theft? Oracio, thanks for the third of a year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Is it piracy? Only if you commercialize. Okay, fair. Rawr. That one doesn't block, chat. Mediocre creature beats might be about to get in there. Look at our Emmara, chat. She's got soul. Is it worth trading Emmara for 4 points of damage? I think it is, right? We lifelink 2 in the process, we get another token. And they deal 1 to themselves here. Down to 4. Yeah, I don't know, Frigley. I firmly believe in paying artists for their work. It's just paying for an NFT doesn't have to be the way to do it, right? Like, there's no reason you can't sell prints or like license your work to people that want to use it digitally. Like, including, there's no reason to include Bitcoin inside of all of it. Can I get an NFT for this sub, or does Bezos own it? Rockio, thanks for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. Look at that chat. We're on the scoreboard. We're already in Diamond. We did most of our climbing yesterday. We played 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation, and we played green-white tokens that were both great. And then we did the last little bit into Diamond this morning with Boros Control. Right, green-white tokens yesterday was really good. We might have to revisit that one and put it up on the site if it has another good run. Ooh, we played against this deck yesterday. Quandrix Apprentice Teamer Phoenix. Seems sweet. Yeah, if you didn't catch green white tokens yesterday, it's up on my YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out later today.
Your weapons won't help you win. Now it's my turn.
Don't make me spend money on 5-color Enigmatic. Yeah, it's so sweet though. Had to resub for the Pogo stream later. Thanks for the 5 months, Mobile. Unfortunately, the Pokemon Go stream won't be super long because my one complaint about how Pokemon Go structures their stuff is you can only do 25 to 30 battles per day. Like, they literally won't even let you pay them money to get more battles, which is sad because their PvP is really fun. And I would definitely spend money on occasion to play more of it if they gave me the option to. I did see that, Steric. Yeah, I think some iteration of 5-color Niv is real in this format. Use my wife's phone. She doesn't have PvP Pokemon built out. Do you earn dust or candy? You earn dust and candy, yeah. Both of those things. Dust, candy, items, and you get to catch different Pokemon depending on your rank. If you get up to rank 20 on the ladder, you even get to catch legendaries.
That's new.
Yeah, the Battle Night doesn't start till 6 o'clock though, Dark Rider, so it doesn't help me in terms of streaming today. Are there any YouTube videos recommend for getting into PvP stuff? Now, I've mostly been feeling it out myself while asking questions in the subs Discord. And admin in the subs Discord is pretty into it, and they've been helping me out. Agent Cell, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Floop a couple of birds into play here, and then this Ruinous Blast is going to clear them out. I am not familiar with which specific BSD license OSX is built on top of. Most BSD licenses, if I recall correctly, allow you to reuse the underlying software for commercial purposes as you will. If I recall, I typically released my own software under the 3-clause BSD, which basically said you can do whatever you want with this. I'm just not responsible for it. They couldn't flip us the bird last turn. Yes, that is right. Alright, so do we attack for 12? How do we attack for 12? I could Ruinous Blast and attack for 9. Oh, enemy Gideon and attack with Forest. Yeah, we could do that too, I suppose. Yeah, I don't hate that. Because the Forest is Vigilance.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Not if I can help it.
Also, and just so the case is abundantly clear, the things that I implied or suggested about BSD 3-cost licenses are not legal advice, and if you have a question about your software license, you should contact a lawyer. Gotta cross our I's and dot our T's there. Don't worry, Jeff. I'm an internet lawyer. What's going on, Bender? Thanks for sticking around for a year. Now, we don't have anything confirmed about that Extreme Master set yet. Hopefully soon, TM. Is that a third Phoenix? The third Phoenix? About to ruin their whole career, chat. Imagine being in Twitch chat and not being a lawyer, right? Yeah, for sure, Quandrix. And, like, one of the things that's sweet about their deck is with Quandrix Apprentice fueling you, you get to, like, just play a bunch of Lightning Axes and not care, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if their deck's on 4 Lightning Axe. Like, that card's so good when you, that card's so good when you just, like, have infinite stuff to discard to it. I only deal with space medical malpractice law. Alright, so the birds are coming back, and they can attack us for 13 here. They can attack us for 16, but they have to kill our planeswalkers. So they're killing those, and then we're taking 7. And then the real question is, can they win the game after we do this?
Count on a rematch.
Is Golos too slow for historic? Golos is playing like some control decks as like a top end bomb. Hey friends. Yes, yeah, Rhonas being blast enablers, yes. Yep. Listen, chat, this is Urza casting this spell. You don't screw around. They do have a lot of card selection. The question is, how many cards in their deck actually kill us still? The real question is, how many threats does their deck play? You can't see it behind my thing. There's 19 cards in their deck. So like there's a real chance they don't have cards left that actually end the game? Like, do they have more than like 2 more Quandrix Apprentice? Or like, are they just on Apprentice and Birds game one and they're all in on finding their birds? Oh, does Untap show you the number of cards in the opponent's deck too? That's such good software. Sick. Sure does. Man, it's impressive how bad Cardboard Live was. It really was just the only option. Oh, you know what? I probably should have made a non-forest a thing here. Because if they kill my forest, I'm gonna be sad. I need to draw, when they kill this forest, I'm gonna have to draw a land to cast Elish. Oh, we can just pump with Ruinous too. That's true. They played 4 Apprentice, 4 Phoenix, 2 Niv. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we played against this yesterday too, so it must be going around. Yeah, he does give Trample. Can they kill us with Brainstorms? Each Brainstorm is 4? Holy shit, can they cast 3 Brainstorms and kill us? They haven't cast any Brainstorms yet this game, right? Oh no, okay. They're shooting the forest. They're shooting the forest. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. Please kill my forest. Thank you kindly. Would you kindly kill my forest? Appreciate you.
Do not underestimate my fortitude.
Alright, if they don't also kill Nissa, Brainstorm plus any other 1-mana spell kills Nissa, and then we could lose next turn. Flashback Faithless Looting. Oh no. Oh no!
Stop.
Nissa's dead to Brainstorm, chat. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Nissa. Alright, so we gotta draw Gideon next turn.
Cease this aggression.
11 cards in deck. Gideon would let us attack with Rhonas. Isamaru also lets us attack, yep. These Elishes have looked really bad so far. I think I'm probably gonna cut them. They've been super clunky every game we've drawn them. They could have just killed us. Could they? I think they were a little short, right? Maybe? Yeah, I guess they growth spiraled. Yeah, they definitely could have killed us because they did 3 and 6 is 9. Yeah, definitely. They definitely missed lethal not believing. With Wizards giving up on esports. Esports has never been a significant part of Magic. If you check out my YouTube channel, there's a half-hour video of me discussing the MPL change announcement, like what I think it means and stuff. You want my thoughts on that? Well, Reidane only does non-creature spells, so not particularly good against Niv. Thalia's nice, though. Thalia makes their cantrips cost more. That's true. Protector Shield could be okay for Niv. I don't know. If Niv sits in play, they're probably winning regardless, right? Like he's going to draw them enough cards to kill us. Yeah, is this actually good? This actually probably isn't that good, right? Ceratops might be okay. What do I want to cut here? Thanks, Miles. Yeah, I spend an okay amount of time making sure everything on the YouTube channel is very organized. A lot of playlists and stuff like that. We're bringing the curve down. Maybe we cut the Renegade here. This seems great. We're bringing the curve down to one less Mox Amber. My top 5 Modern Horizons 2 cards for Historical go up this weekend, so I'm taking Saturday and Sunday off. My loose plan is to do a direct to YouTube top 5 video at least every time I take a day off. So I won't do 2 in a row, taking Saturday, Sunday off, but we'll have one go up on Saturday. Adonto doesn't seem very good in this deck. The legendary part of it doesn't enable the Mox, and we don't really go wide when we attack. Is Historic getting any MH2 cards? Not guaranteed, but they could. We got some Modern Horizons 1 cards in a Historic anthology. I think Wizards would be very silly not to bring some of the sweeter designs to this format. I do not have any sponsored type setup with Untapped. I'm just using them because they're good software. Hey Vituri, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How many top 5 videos before we get a top 5 videos? Probably next year. I think we probably want a few dozen. Yes, they are eerily similar. But we play a split because you can have them both out at once if they're split. Yeah, I agree, Bob. And the things like Regisaur play through the red removal really well, which is great. Hey, third lane's a nice draw. This one's like slightly easier to catch. It doesn't get a second point of toughness.
It's my turn.
See if they have a Faithless Looting and a second bird here. Expressive Iteration is actually quite good for us because it means they're not putting pressure into play this turn, which you love to see. Let's go on Blast. Good afternoon. Hey, that's a sick drop.
I don't think so.
I feel like I probably want... I'm going to cut the Elvish Thorns. This card seems really good. I think I want more of it. Seems great. Hey, thanks for sticking on, Moon Civi. I appreciate it. Why didn't bring in Deckenstone against the Phoenix deck? That's probably a punt, right? Up on the YouTube, Supa. When I managed Bodhi, we used an Ubuntu remaster tool, which I believe their project still uses. I haven't been involved with them for a little bit. When the pandemic started, the last of my free time disappeared in terms of working on projects like that. So I mostly just like work and do stuff with the family these days. What are cuts for the Deccan Stones here? Maybe it's just trimming something. I don't know. I don't want to trim too many Moxes because like they're kind of lands. I'm only playing 21 lands. I might have too many cards for this matchup. Like maybe 3 Soul Guide Lanterns, just too many in the board. COVID with vaccinations going up across the country, COVID metrics have been going down though, which is great. The boys actually just started back at daycare 2 days a week. We wanted to get them out of the house a little bit. They've been pretty much just playing with each other and running around with their sister for the last year and a half. So they were super excited to get in to play with other kids again consistently. Metrics in our town have been pretty reasonable, so we felt comfortable doing that. Ever do a live Atlantic tournament in a post-pandemic world? Nah, probably not. Just logistically, that sounds difficult. Thanks for the 20 months, Sibby. Top 3 favorite historic decks: Mardu tokens, Dead Guy Ale, Jeskai Vodrock turns. Haley is great. She is an early walker. She's been walking since she was 9 months. So she's just like all over and into everything. Just hold the tournament at my house. Yeah, exactly. Get right on that one. Okay, well we have 5 lands towards these, but there's 6 with Thalia out. She is symmetrical. What's the best time period when you have a kid? If I'm being honest, I've enjoyed having kids more the older that they've gotten. Like, Haley's adorable, but like, she's just like a little demon looking to get into everything. Being able to like have real conversations with and like play games with my kids has been great. Both the boys are super into video games. They play board games. You know, when Declan was 4 was when we started playing Switch games together. But yeah, the older they've gotten, the more fun they've been. Oh, a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. Yeah, it's like, when they start walking until you can reason with them a little bit is the most difficult time. And when they're just little tiny suicide machines and they want to touch everything that could injure them is difficult. Gotta put locks on all the cabinets, caps over the stove, like, make sure they can't touch anything. My youngest didn't realize her controller wasn't connected until she was 6. That's great. Yeah, that's rough, Stalin. Glad your kid's okay. A lot of dogs not taking new babies well is something that's fairly frequent. Now, this is a post-board game, so there's a chance this Ruinous Blast doesn't just resolve like it did in Game 1. Hopefully they just, like, tap out putting a bunch of birds in play, and then we get to get them again. Yeah, if you've never had a baby, it's impressive that we've survived as a species, chat. Yikes. So this only does non-legendary permanents. So I think we're dead. I think we're dead. I'm supposed to have the legendary threats opponent, not you. Alright, let's cut these Elishes and pull the curve down. I was thinking Elish might be okay because we had Nissa to ramp into it, but I think Nissa as the top end is fine. I think I want another Ruinous. Chariot? Is Chariot good? I guess Chariot technically works with this. It's kind of aggressive. I don't hate that. Gideon cruise it too in a pinch. It is a legendary creature when it's screwed. Yeah, it is just a reasonable quality card. I have too many cards in my sideboard for the Phoenix matchup. I'm struggling to find things to bring out. Cut the Soul Guide Lantern, put another Shifting Ceratops in the board for in case we find a Gandalf or two. So, I'm not a big fan of Abundant Harvest in decks that play Mana Dorks, because, like, naming spell with Abundant Harvest and then drawing Llanowar Elves feels real bad. Are there any good legendary Eldraine cards we could play? Asking the real questions. If we're not ramping with this, another Walker Beetle. No, I don't think that's true. I think Nissa just providing an endless stream of pressure is good. We need some Questing Beasts, chat. Questing Beast might actually be... That might actually be the correct answer. Like, no joke. Should there be Questing Beasts in our deck? Turn 1 Buried Rune. Got it. Chariot looking pretty okay so far. Arn turned off our Chariot, chat. Let's read.
Show me what you can. You hold no power over me. Solid little aggro deck start here, huh?
Elf into Ruinous into stuff. Good little green-white beatdown deck. I can't mouse over. Is Forsaken Monument legendary? It is, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut these Ruinous Blasts. Let me just bring in the Thalia. Oh, Reidane's probably good, huh? More vehicles makes Emmara better too. No, I like that Nissa like puts a lot of pressure into play. Yeah, but like Karn's pretty easy to kill. Unfortunately, not a turn 2 Gideon. I only have 1 white, but definitely a keep. Mythic Wasted. Thanks for the follow. Good afternoon, Anemone. Your finest Thalias, please. What's going on, Cheesy Patriots? Thanks for the 25 months. I don't think Mox Amber is strictly bad. I think the way to think of Mox Amber in this deck is Mox Amber is kind of more copies of Llanowar Elves, right? Like, if we have Mox Amber, like, we haven't drawn Mox Amber in any of these starts, right? Like, we haven't gotten to see a 1-drop legendary card, Mox Amber, like, play a 3 cost thing on 3. Like, that's what we're looking to do. I assume we're dead here. You're just looking at the Isamaru part of the deck. You want to get rid of my good boy? Are you some kind of monster? What did my good boy ever do to you? Get the goodest of boys right here. Oogin me, daddy. Just an Ulamog. Just.
I know more than
Also Dugan. Alright, on the play, chat. On the play. What's going on, Pancakes? Thanks for the follow. Oh, sorry, the 2-2 with downside. Wow. Why do you gotta attack my pupper like that? Don't you call my Isamaru downside? You're downside. Look at our annoying creatures, chat. Get them. Get them. Should we have Thalia in our main deck? It's possible Thalia should be a main deck card. These are my annoying green and white creatures. Vanilla creatures are an upside when we can't read. Big mood. Big mood. Green-white poopers on the scoreboard, chat. We are on on the scoreboard. Thalia does her blast. Yeah, Thalia probably belongs to the board. Let's try another one. Try another one as is. Thalia and the creature matchups would be real bad. It's for the 2.5 years. Come eat pizza. I appreciate it. And besides, if I got rid of Isamaru, I couldn't say we're playing the cats and dogs deck yet. Think of the loss value not being able to say we're playing the cats and dogs deck. All right, this hand is a good chance for turn 3 Nissa. Just gotta draw a Lego here. Our first couple of draw steps. Swing and a miss. I think it depends on the context of your deck too, Drake. Like, in your deck that's mainboarding 4 Thalias, are you playing 7 5-mana non-creature spells? Or is your deck where you are mainboarding Thalia playing mostly creatures in a low curve? That context is key. I think we needed to have turn 4 Ruinous Blast here. Yeah, we could theoretically draw a 1-mana legendary card next turn. If we draw a 1-mana legendary card, Mox Amber lets us blast, but... Wouldn't it be great to draw a good boy, the best of cards that we could draw here? Come on, good boy. Come on, good boy. Come on, good boy. 1 pupper, please. Sag. Very, very Sag, chat. No, legendary spells need a creature or planeswalker, chat. Mox Amber does not cut it. Blackblade probably gets cut down. Play a couple of Dromcoms. We did tactically conceal what our deck was looking to accomplish. Yeah, Elish just kept rotting in our hand every game, dude. I think their elf is more important than mine. I don't know. Why should I play Questing Beast over Esika's? Can you explain that? My dojo doesn't contain fear, chat. They ain't blocking. Do we go for max greed and cast Nissa here? I think I'm in for the greed, chat.
Through this land, we are all connected. Harness the elements.
I need value, chat. I need the value. Yeah, hope we don't get Listen, chat. If we get Crater Hoof Behemoth, we deserve that. I'd love it if you got hoofed. It wouldn't be the first time today, press a pick. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh no! Look at all these elves! Oh no! It's gonna be Sag, chat. It's gonna be Sag when these elves die. So anyways, I started blasting. Bye, friends. Goodbye, friends. No, come back. I wasn't done playing Magic yet with you, opponent. Put in some more spot removal on the draw. The swooshing sound as they all leave the battlefield is incredibly satisfying. Noise, noise. More or less satisfying the mission. I think it's better. It's really smooth how it leaves. It makes everything leave the battlefield.
You face, it will only hurt you. I'm going in.
I'm going in. I think the animation on Ruinous Blast is pretty close to perfect. It's a great example of how you can have an animation and like not have it be super overbearing, but still elegant and sweet.
Now it's my turn.
I think there's plenty of spots you could complain about Arena not having proper animations, but I think this one is definitely not one of them. Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready to be Blood Moon press a pick. Blood Moon, 3 mana Teferi. They do have blue mana here. There's a chance this gets stroked next turn.
That's what pain feels like.
Pain. They still have 2 mana up, chat. They have Jasper Sentinel. What if I Nissa? Like, I'm not dead, right? Then you are afraid Nissa, like, could get more value out of it, too. But then they attack her down? Alright. Alright. They got us. They got us. That's fine. We're not dead this turn, and we can peel another blast. Our opponent is playing elves with 2 splashes.
Still have a chance.
We've not seen white cards. I imagine the white cards are probably for miscellaneous sideboard tools. Oh, if I would have untapped this, I could have made a token. That was a mistake. It's for the 43 months, Fredwick. Welcome back. That'll do big. Needed to see a land in the first game to hit our sweeper. Missed. We've been at Diamond all day. We started in Plat 1. The first deck we played climbed us a little bit. It has been a lot of getting beaten up overall. Why would Nissa be awkward with Ruinous Blast? Can you explain? I don't understand. Sunshine, thanks for the 29 months. Welcome back. Ruinous Blast does not exile lands. Look at the goodest of voice chat. It's for the follow sling. Shake my world, Nissa.
Witness the ties that bind us all. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Why do people complain about this Jeskai deck, chat? Seems pretty easy to beat. It's no big deal. So Rishkar don't really need to ramp up. Reidane and Thalia definitely come in. Do we trick Chariot since we're bringing in Thalia? Probably reasonable. Trim an elf because it gets caught up in sweepers. So I actually really like Rhonas in this matchup because it doesn't die. And like we have things like Gideon and Heart that can turn it on that also dodge sweepers. Yeah, the Gearhulk Opus version of Jeskai is closer to a combo deck than a control deck. For sure. Sweet. Yeah, like this tap out here, right? Like we're gonna get to go ahead and play Gideon Blackblade and crew the Heart of Kiran. And then this Mox Amber here off the Gideon. This Mox Amber off the Gideon actually means that we get to Nissa next turn, potentially. Like, now we have 2 threats that are resistant to sweepers. And then next turn, Heart can crew off of Gideon's loyalty and attack for 8. Let me close the game out real quick, like. They have to answer these cards, but they're also gonna have to keep up what's in our hand. Yeah, Heart plus Gideon's been great for sure. Alright, so they're dead, right? This is a concession, Nissa?
You hold no power over me.
I protect that which cannot protect and harness the elements. I will endure.
Prepare for battle.
This is a pretty convincing thrashing. Howdy, Speedwagon. Yeah, seems sweet. Well, I could have Thalia'd off the Temple Garden. That's a good call. I missed that. Thanks for pointing it out. An update available. Please restart MTG. Don't tell me how to live my life, Magic Arena. How'd the deck's been today? Reasonable. We played red-white control to start. The Precipic played in the open. It was super decent. We played a Mimi Dragons approach deck that had a number of funny games in the middle. And then this one's been fine. Does Gideon have a boating license? Asking the real questions. Man, if we could draw a Mox, we would go Mox into this into this on 2, into this on 3. Woo, woo. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the end of this. I think we might actually do, the approach deck was kind of fast, and the Pogo variety segment's gonna be shorter than my average variety segment, because I can only do 30 battles, so I think we might actually do a 4th deck today. We've got a good amount of viewers in here. Is everybody freaking out, by the way? Great to see over 1,700 people in here. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeff Hoagland, and I stream full-time here on Twitch. We do primarily Historic in the mornings. Usually play 3 or 4 different decks, changing decks every 90 minutes or so. Also do different variety stuff in the afternoon. We're going to be doing some Pokemon Go PvP this afternoon. We also do a lot of single-player story-driven stuff. We're going to be starting Until Dawn on the PlayStation tomorrow afternoon. Deck voting. I still have decks in the queue after these, so I think I'm going to grab one of those. I think we have Mardu mid-range. We have a couple of build-around decks that I haven't built yet. Those will have to wait till tomorrow. I'll build them tonight, but the Mardu mid-range is built. And I know, chat, listen, the videos that consistently see the most views on my YouTube channel are all the shitty mid-range decks. Hoglandians have a type, okay? It's for the follow, Joey. Yeah, we finished the main story in Ghost yesterday afternoon. Man, and Corvald's a big idiot that doesn't die to Ruinous Blast. That might actually do us in here. Yeah, it's sad that that doesn't line up with my normal schedule, admin. It's really I think my one complaint, and it says a lot about how much I like the Pokemon Go PvP, that like my one complaint about it is that they literally just won't let me spend money to play more of it. Yeah, I think we're just into Corvold here, huh? I don't have an answer game one. We had some Deccan Stones into my deck. If we'd have hit our land on curve there, we probably could have played through that. But they don't want your money, and I don't know why. Yeah, you would be both. You would be both. All right, I'm probably supposed to cut some of my X1s because of Mayhem Devil. I know this looks awkward in the face of Corval, but I think we leave the 3 main deck copies in. They have a lot of things that play to the board, and sweeping up seems... Honestly, I might want the 4th one even still. Definitely want the Deccan Stones. It's just like this. Yeah, Blast like clearing geese out and stuff. It gives them less things to sacrifice to you, like it clears out all their food and stuff as well. You technically can do direct challenges. Maybe if we're still having a good time after we do my 30 battles, we can do some of that. We'll see how the afternoon goes. Sure. Good aggressive start here for us. So they're doing something special in Pokemon Go this season where there's 3 nights throughout the course of like the next 12 weeks or something where you get 100 battles in the evening and extra prizes, but those are only on 3 separate nights. Normally you only get 25 battles for a 24-hour period. Drawing the 3rd land tier means I want to play Ruinous, because the next turn I can play Chariot, Crew Chariot, and attack for 5. Ned Bob, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Well, that's just rude. Slow him down. So we're crewing this because it's now a 4-power thing for this. And then next turn we've got a Rhonas activation. So even if they drop a Corvold here, we're in an okay spot. They could like sack Goose, play a land, drop Corvold, eat Binding, but I still have decent attacks with the Rhonas activation. Yeah, Sedgemoor Witch is definitely a real card. Feels powerful. And that play's not really a big deal unless they have another piece of removal, because Rhonas can just pump one of the 2/2s to 4 power so he can attack. If they have like Red Source Mayhem Devil, they might be okay here. 3/3 would be kind of annoying to attack into. It would gain Death Touch next turn and maybe let them clean out my board. We sacked the Goose. What are we doing with it? Hey, Jebido. Thanks for the 15 months. Good afternoon. Is a Mardu Tokens deck your favorite shell for Gothmancer? Yeah, definitely. With cats and dogs working together, chat, anything is possible. Yeah, must have been a misclick. Maybe they thought they could do something that they couldn't. Left them done bored. I've actually never had a pet cat. We always had pet dogs when I was growing up, and then always had pet dogs growing up, and then now that I'm older, we don't have pets. We just have children. They're basically the same. Yeah, they're more expensive. A lot of similarities. There's still mono blue tempo on the ladder. I mean, it's a deck that exists, but it's not popular. There was one copy of mono blue tempo registered for the championship event this weekend that starts tomorrow. Does anybody know? Is the championship Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or is it just Saturday, Sunday? Do we know what time it actually starts tomorrow? You can reason with the human, you can't with a pet. You can't really reason with a 2-year-old. Small children are very similar. Starts in 23 hours, so it starts at 11 a.m. Central. Maybe I'll do a shorter Magic day tomorrow so I don't overlap it. We're gonna do a 4th deck today. That's sad. I was hoping to get a 3rd game in here. Opponent seems to have disconnected. Yeah, the fact that the big Magic Arena tournaments aren't advertised in client is one of the biggest failings on Wizards of the Coast part that should have been easy for them to implement. I don't know, maybe it's on that event scroller on the main page. Is it on the event scroller? Somebody click through the event scroller. Does it show it on there? I guess I haven't looked. Maybe the update. Oh, good, they're back. Maybe the update today added it. Numaru, thanks for the follow. That's not on there. Sedge. I don't think they posted full deck list, but if you go to magic.gg, there is a metagame breakdown. Their client is 90% spaghetti. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Vomit on the sweater already.
Gods of this world, let's do this one-on-one.
Bubble that one. Yeah, I think it's just Gideon Elf here. Jeff recites Eminem, but all I ever hear is Weird Al parody. Listen to a lot of Weird Al growing up too. Believe it or not. I was a little white and nerdy. So they get to upkeep, bring the cap back, and kill my elf here. For a little Llanowar. Yeah, Historic's got a range. The Phoenix, to call a spade, the Phoenix metrics are concerning. If the Phoenix deck posts a greater than 56% win rate at the Mythic Championship this weekend, something should probably be banned from it. It is the known best deck going into the weekend. It's the known best deck going into the weekend, and everybody's ready for it. It's the most represented deck by a lot. If it's over 55%, 56%, it needs to get a whack. Mila in this deck. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Mila is. Look that up now. Mila. Nah. It's kind of an individually weak card. Overall, this was pretty okay. It definitely felt like it got a little bit better when we, removed Elish Thorn and kind of pulled down on the curve a little bit. The best draws with the deck definitely felt like the ones where we applied a lot of pressure. So like Llanowar Elves or Legend plus Mox into like turn 2 Ruinous, turn 3 attack with Ruinous felt really, really good. Early Nissa as an aggressive top end felt great. Ruinous Blast as kind of a one-sided Plague Wind was fantastic. It cleans out our own elves, but like, that's fine. Elf is just so good on one, it's worthwhile. So, yeah, if you're looking for something kind of cute and you like playing Mox Amber, look for kind of an off-the-beaten-path green aggressive deck, kind of fine. It's definitely sweet and coming at the format from a bit of a different angle. What single card do you take out to nerf Phoenix? I would,